Ja, basket. Ja, basket.
Yes, Jesus.
How's it, guys? Today I'm with my friend. Am I recording? I am. I'm with my friend Jenna. We go way back to special days of my DTS. She was my one-on-one. Yeah.
Yes.
Back in 2012, so it was like 5.5 years ago is when I finished DTS. I started like 6 years ago.
You did not have dreads.
I didn't. My hair was so short, guys. It was like
Very short.
when I first started, and then when I finished DTS, it was like here.
Very cool thing. Joellen would always talk about how she knew the Lord was calling her to Norway, and then she left. I think it's a beautiful testimony of God's promises.
Yeah.
Left and trained a little bit, and now she's back. And also being a part of pioneering something that was on the hearts of, and I know God put on my heart back during that time of School of Worship, but this thing of like bringing worship and intercession as a main focal point of YWAM Olesen. So it's really cool to see.
Yeah, it's special to be back and to be with the people that like were there for like the very beginning of that like stirring in my heart for Norway. And it's good that you're here. Whoa, like just went out.
Surprise! Sometimes things happen. I think that's something that YWAM cultivates as well, is being able to operate in the second.
What were we talking about? Oh, I was gonna say it's really cool to have Jenna here because you're just here for a week to teach. Tell us, what are you teaching on this week and in what school?
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
Well, I'm teaching on Heart of a Worshipper, which is an honor to be able to teach on, in the School of Worship. So, really lovely that you guys as base leaders, or not base leaders, school leaders,
that's the school that I staff, in
staffs.
case you didn't know.
Yeah.
In case you were like, okay, fun.
But
yeah. When someone says that's a high calling, like, what do you think of? Because I was actually kind of almost offended by that statement. Not that anyone said it to me. Actually, it just like popped in my head.
I don't know. That is a really interesting question, because like we know that God doesn't play favorites, right?
Yeah.
Like God doesn't show favoritism. So there's really not, but it could come from a perspective of like, oh wow, that's a lot of responsibility. But it's actually like, in the sense, like, I think our callings feel really just normal to us. You could look at like a Kim Walker, all that kind of stuff. Like, it's a really high, well, it's just like something that God like. But I think it's important that we don't measure ourselves off of other people. God gives us different responsibilities in life, like, but it's no more or less than another person's, like.
Yeah.
I think comparison and all that stuff comes when we're not fully rooted, and we don't feel fully grounded.
Yeah. Kim Walker, whatever we're talking
We're
about.
just
Kim,
if you watch us, we love you.
Yeah, Kim.
You've made such an impact, and God's used you big time.
Like, when we see that though, like, yeah, her life looks really cool, but we also just see like a lot of the like what I like to call like the Instagram look of like, ooh, like everything looks like really nice and really like fun all the time. I always say like moms have a high calling, because that's like,
wow, you're like raising a person.
Yeah, like that's
that's a big deal.
That's one exception. Like, they're better than all of us. The answer to that is every calling is a high calling.
That's right.
Preach.
Yeah.
You should plug your music.
Oh my gosh, use this as a platform, baby.
Biscuit hero.
Biscuit is just a term of endearment. I take on these different words, and then they become part of my everyday vocabulary.
Like biscuit.
Like biscuit.
But you gotta say it like that.
Yeah, you have to say it like that. The past 2 years I've been on this journey of working on a new EP. And the title of it is called Boxes. An album is a lot more than just like however many songs are smacked onto a disc. It really encompasses a story and a journey to me. And so much of this journey has been really stepping outside of different boxes that I didn't know that I had around myself and God, and even like artistically as well. It was a big like step out of what I considered my norm. He was like, hey, did you consider calling it boxes? And the like
God said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
I'm sorry.
That's good. Yeah, that's...
But yeah, so it released on August 31st, which was actually like almost exactly 2 years before I reached out to Gabe, who's the producer that I worked with. It's been good.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the journey, but yeah, it's called Boxes.
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 And where can we find this?
Yeah, so you can buy it on iTunes or Amazon. You can stream it on Spotify. Jenna Brandcart, my name.
Which is her name.
Whoa!
Creative!
So Jena.
Easy to find.
Yeah, I'm a 1N Jenna. And then Brandcart, Branzart. It's yellow and pink and teal.
It's very vibrant.
It's vibrant. It's
Yeah.
kind of got a little 80s rating on it. It kind of has like a little bit of an 80s flair.
Yeah, it does.
So.
Almost like musically too. I feel like there's like those synthy like moments.
Oh, yeah.
So like your creative process.
Ooh.
Oh, let's go there, Bastia.
There's just as much significance in the spontaneous moment and like the working out of it,
Yeah.
because I think sometimes we're like, oh, like, you know, it's like it's got to be purely like the spontaneous, and it's like God is just as much in the cultivation and the working out and like finding the right words, and I think it enforces us to like really engage our hearts.
Right.
One song on the EP was I like happened in the car, like a majority of it would just come while I was driving, and then I would sit down at the piano and like write, or like, you know, match it with the chord progression and see if it worked, or try to sing it out. I'm somebody that like, I usually don't intake other art to like inspire me, you know, pull from a little
I just
bit.
copy people.
No, I'm like,
I'm the opposite.
no, and I think it's important to find like what fills you and what inspires you. If you are pursuing artistry and things like that, you need to take those things very seriously.
I'm really tired of seeing Christians, missionaries, people in ministry, like burn out. I'm just like over it. Like, no. Because I've seen it happen so much.
I think because I had a really long season of walking through like the valley and the wilderness and all that kind of stuff, and like really just being really molded there, and so learning to like love the process of God stripping us and refining us, because the reality is like the thing he's after most is our hearts and out of sustainability and wholeness, and he wants you to last. Your life has produced fruit. I have to prune you in order for it to be more fruitful. Whoa.
More.
You know, it's just like, I just do that one, the Holy Spirit.
Guys, that's called the Holy
Yeah,
Spirit.
it just hits me. But it's okay to feel. It's good to feel. It means like your heart was impacted. I know when I like left Norway, I was just like, I was bawling. And I realized it's because I gave my heart to the place, and I would rather give my heart to something fully and feel the pain of it leaving my life and be fully invested in a moment, rather than like, I know I'm not going to be here forever, so I'm not going to fully give of myself.
I have so many friends like all over the world just because I'm always like doing that. And then it's like you have like a reservation of like, I know I'm not going to be here forever, so I don't want to become best friends with you. Like, because it hurts to like leave, but
the risk of loving is greater than the risk of not.
Oh! Trouble! Whoa! I hope you guys were encouraged by this random like talk. I don't think there was a subject.
No, we just kind of
It was just kind of like chat time with Jenna. So I'm glad. Thank you for being on.
Thank you for
channel.
asking.
Yeah. Until next time, remember to love it and to love life.